Hello and welcome to another one of our videos. So today we're looking at this really quite stunning March 2021 on a 21 plate Volvo XC90. This is the 2-litre V6 petrol engine, Inscription Pro, and finished in Savile grey metallic with 25,718 miles, I believe it is, with full Volvo service history. Now, I'm going to take you around the vehicle, show you all of the bodywork. We're going to then go on to the interior and some of the options on the car, because there's a lot of the Inscription Pro is basically the top of the range, and there's so many features on this car, so bear with me. Now, as always, the whole vehicle has been machine polished and detailed to our really high standards. Now, I don't know if you can see the headlight flickering in the video, but it is on my screen, but I think that's just the way it will be. Now, if we come in close, we've got these adaptive LED lights from Volvo, which are very, very clever. I've driven a few of these at night on country roads, and the way they light the road up is superb. And if you have a vehicle coming from the other direction, or indeed if you're actually following a vehicle, they will actually shine around the vehicle as not to blind the driver, basically. So a very clever feature. Now, there's a lot of metallic in this Savile grey sorry. We've got front and rear parking sensors, so self-parking. It will actually take you out of the space as well. I haven't tried that feature yet, but maybe we'll do a little video on that. You can see one of the cameras in the front logo, just at the bottom there. You can see the condition of the bumper. Come round a little bit, actually. Let's move around to this side. All of the lights as well, the headlights, no damage at all. Just move out a little fraction there. In fact, what we'll do, we'll come down low. I've got a really good set of tyres on this car. All of the wheels in lovely condition as well. Now, if we look down the side of the vehicle, this is where we look for ripples or dents from this angle, and you can see that there aren't any. So that's all good news. Nice, honest, straight vehicle. Now, if we come up onto the bonnet, so quite a big bonnet this, and in really nice condition. I'm just looking off camera to see if there are any little chips, and there's, oh, this is like minuscule. So we've got a lot of reflection of the roof, but there is nothing to point out, basically. And also the windscreen, no nasty chips or repairs on the windscreen. The Pro gets the heads-up display as well, just in case I forget to mention that. And we've of course got the panoramic roof and the 360 cameras we've mentioned. There are more cameras underneath the wing mirrors. Now, we'll do the same on this side, but we'll also do this angle from the rear because the reflection is very different on this side. But if I just move the camera around, or the phone, you can see really nice condition. Now, if we come round to the side, get the side view. Now, on this generation, you have all the different drive modes, and sport mode will lower the suspension, and there's an off-road mode which lifts the vehicle right up as well. Now, on a lot of the later ones, they don't actually have that feature as a standard feature. I think it's become an option. So we've got Continental Contact 6 tyres there. As you can see, no damage on those alloys. I'll just hold there for a second. You can see all down the side, that strip, all around the door handles. We've also got keyless entry on the side there, so you can walk up with the key in your pocket and open. I'm just trying to show you a different angle because you've got a clearer reflection here. Let's go down and check this rear wheel. Absolutely immaculate. Now, I'll come up onto the top. And what I'm showing you here is that there's no damage to the paintwork from bird droppings. Bird droppings can be quite harming to your paintwork, shall we say. Basically, it eats into the lacquer, especially in sunlight. There's a lot of like ammonia and things in bird droppings. And also, because it's covering a patch of the paintwork, and it's sort of in the shade, and the paint around it, which isn't covered, expands because it gets hot. It sort of separates and cracks. So that's another reason why. And if you get bird droppings on your paintwork and they've dried, get a cloth, soak it in water, and just rest it on the top of the bird droppings. Wait for them to basically go soft and then wipe them off. Don't try and wipe them off when they're hard and crusty. It will just scratch all of the paintwork and do a lot of damage to your paintwork, and you don't want to do that. It acts like a sort of sandpaper, but just look how stunning, how nice and clean, all the way down to the bottom, down to the exhaust. Look, really, just zoom in. Just look how we present these vehicles. It looks like new. And then let's show, looking down the side of the car from this side. Move up and down, you can see that the panels have a shape to them as the reflection changes. And around the filler cap, look. No damage, no scratches. And then the rear wheel. And then as we'll come up, no scratches around the door handles, no damage on the edge of the doors. The idea with these videos for me is to show my customers just how nice the cars are and to be completely transparent so that you can make your mind up almost from the comfort of your own home. And most of our customers will reserve the cars, make arrangements to come and pick them up and pay for them, of course. And we don't ever get anyone disappointed, so proud of that. Okay, right, I'll tell you what we'll do now. We'll have one little look from back here, so you can see it from this angle. And then we're going to pop the bonnet. So Dan's going to give me a hand with this because it's a huge bonnet. So just on the side here. Thanks, Dan. So to say, the earlier one was a T6, which was supercharged and turbo and produced about 310 PS, I think it was. Now, this is the mild hybrid version. Now, I'm not too sure if it's still got the supercharger and the turbo. It may have, but maybe leave something in the comments if you know different. I haven't actually looked that up. I didn't have time before the video. But this is now 300 PS, is it, Dan? Yeah, so about 295 brake horsepower, but hopefully a bit more efficient, probably better on emissions as well. So really nice and clean under here. And then up underneath the bonnet, let's try and get those lights out the way. There you go. Oh, this is the problem. You can't reach it. You've got to come round to the side and pull it down. And the best way to close a bonnet really is to bring it down to within about 12 inches and then just drop it straight down, because it will just latch naturally. You don't want to put it down gently and then push on the bonnet, because you'll end up putting dents into the bonnet. Okay, let's take a look inside. Again, while I remember, we've got blind spot monitors that light up on the edge of the mirror here. Now we'll start off with the door card on the passenger front side, this is one of the better finishes inside, I'd say. I mean, some of the wood on some of the early Volvos were quite light, and it looked like a little bit of floorings from someone's conservatory, in my opinion. But they've toned it down, and this is one of the nicer finishes, I'd say. And it really lends itself well to the colour they've used around the speaker here, which is almost like a sort of a bronzy colour for the Harman Kardon sound system. So you get a lot more speakers, got memory seat both sides. They're also heated and they have massage function. They're also ventilated, the seats. And we look down here, look at this seal. No paint damage. These extremely comfortable Volvo seats. So like I say, this is all ventilated, so it will blow cold air out through all these small holes in the leather. Now, the front section of the seat will extend. The bolsters on the side here, they will inflate, and obviously you can move the seat forwards, backwards, up and down. Also on the main screen, there is a button, so if the driver presses a button that says passenger seat, he or she can move this seat backwards or forwards in case the last person left it in a position where you want to move it. Now this one here, we haven't got the car on. When you press these lumbar buttons, there's a display that will come up on the screen. So we'll show you that in a bit. And we've got the extra Harman Kardon speaker up on the top there. But all in really nice condition, look. Now to open the glove box, button on the end there, and we've got all the book pack inside here. And a full set of carpets, which have this, they look dirty, but they're not. It's the flick. They've got like this silvery, metallic-y pile to them as well. And of course the sunroof, we've got it's electric blind as well. And there are also LED lights down the side of the car, etc., to light everything up. Let's move on to the rear. So door card again, really nice condition. And we've also got these really handy blinds for the people in the back of the car. There is also second row heating with heated rear seats as well. So you can tap on the screen, you can just make out the heated rear seat buttons, 3-stage heated seats. Got your own climate control there, which you can also control from the front of the vehicle. You'll also notice the back of these front seats. They're not marked or scuffed. All the leather is in really nice condition. Probably going to get Dan's help in just a second, if Dan wants to go around to the other side of the car. Now we've got a centre armrest, cup holders, and then yeah, Dan, if you don't mind opening up the door, could you pop out? Now we've got the family pack, the child seat, so squeeze that like so, and then basically you've got a booster seat built in, and you can still we've still got the Isofix either side, so we'll just we can pop that down. Actually, we'll leave the back doors open, Dan, and we'll move around to the back of the car now. This is an electric tailgate. I think it does open up with your foot as well, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, and we can also lock the boot from the back here as well. So let's just pan out a little bit. You can see, and we'll have a look under here as well, all in really good condition. And then the top of the back of the bumper, sorry, the top section of the bumper, you know, this is where you get damage sometimes, but it's all in really nice condition. Now what you've also got is this feature where you can lift this up, hook your carrier bags. When these seats are down, it'll go a bit further forward. But you can put all your shopping behind here as well. Underneath, we've got a full, well, it's a space-saving wheel. Probably, I wouldn't mind betting that's probably an extra actually. And the locking wheel nut, etc., which is there. First aid kit. Pop that down. What's this? You've got the little hooks to put your shopping bag on, up to 5 kilos, one either side. So really well thought out design in the back. Now I think what we'll do, we'll come round and take a look. If we want to put the seats there. Now if we want to put the seats, should we put them down actually? So if we pull this one here, this will take it all the way down. Then Dan's going to pull that little lever section there, and then we can get a better view. So just to show you, and am I right in thinking, Dan, these seats slide backwards and forwards as well, don't they? Yeah, so these seats will actually slide backwards and forwards from the front. And if we take a look in the rear, the seats, really nice condition. Now Alexis, my other half, has actually sat in the back of one of these that we had for a while on a trip, and she gets really bad car sickness. But she said she was surprisingly fine in the back of here, and it was very comfortable. So there's a lot of room in there for an adult even, or a small adult. Now there is a parcel shelf that goes across there, which we've put down on the floor over there, but that comes with the vehicle. Right, that's Dan. Would you mind popping the other seats down?
Oh, yeah.
That's just how easy it is. And look how flat that goes. Let's come around to the back. Wow. That's some space you've got in there, isn't it? That's a very good amount of space, and makes it a very practical vehicle for every need that you want almost with your family, buying stuff, transporting stuff around. Just come round to this side so you can see there's no damage anywhere. And then to put the seats back up, if you don't mind doing the other side for me, Dan, it's the bottom lever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which I've just realised is going to be really awkward while I'm holding the... I'll let Dan do that for a second. Perfect. So we've got the seats back to where we are, where they were, sorry, where they are. And just check out the back seat on this side so there's no damage to any of the plastics or anything. And all of the leather, really nice. And it's not always the case, because the leather can get scuffed and scratched, because these vehicles are used by families. I'll just show you also, we have the blind on this side, which also is not damaged. Door card. Okay, so the boot, we can now, who's got the key? You've got the key. Now if I swing my foot, let's try that again. Below the vehicle. And we can do that to open it as well. Swing your foot below. I think I didn't put my foot. There we go. And the other reason for that was we can also adjust the air suspension at the back here, which I forgot to mention. So if you're loading something up that's quite heavy, you can drop the suspension down low from the back or move it up. So we'll just use that for now. Okay, driver's side. Again, the door card, really immaculate, no damage on it. Oh, actually, there was something I spotted earlier. Look, there's some, we haven't even tried to cover these up. They're just, it's probably from someone's key. They're really insignificant. They hardly show, but to be transparent about the thing. That were the only marks. Footwell, the leather seat, really nice condition. And we've got this really nice, I'm not too sure how you pronounce it, but that's also an extra. So the gear stick is finished in the Swedish crystal. It's a company in Sweden, I believe, that make that crystal. Quite a well-known brand, and that's an extra. So let's jump in. Got this key down, let's shut the door. Move the seat. What was the name? Let's see if we can check it out. Orifals, Sweden. Not too sure, but it looks a lot nicer than the leather one. And then we've got the start and stop for the engine, drive modes, parking brake, and automatic parking brake. And then under here, I'll just show you, nice and clean in there. Let's get this in focus. All the way back. And this is a place where it's just got a little car symbol there for the key. It's just to keep the responder for the key linked up. And then in here, the leads for your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. See the screens come on. Okay, so let's start it up. It does all its pre-checks there. You can see all the amounts of safety features on the car. Now I've just realised, so in the centre of this screen, in fact, I'll just come in and show you the mileage. 25,718, I think it is. I think I said 716, so it's 718. Now we've got a button just here for this screen. And one of the things I just wanted to check. So I just paused the video there for a second because I wasn't too sure if my phone was about to link up, because I saw this little battery figure down here, and if I'm honest, I panicked a little bit. Thought, oh no, it's gonna shut the video off, so I thought I'll shut it off myself. Right, now because we haven't pulled off, it won't allow us to see the displays. I did this before, but while we've got everything turned on, the A up there is for the auto lights, which is just there. You basically just flick this forward like so. You can see it's gone out. I'll flick it forward again. And on the other side, if I can get that in focus, we have to press this for the rain sensor. Now, because if I take the handbrake off, you can then see at the top there, it's come on, that little logo. Well, it's hard to get my hand in here. There you go, turn it off, turn it on. So that's where you turn that on. Let's put the handbrake back on. Now, if I turn the engine off and just have it on pre-ignition, oh, I need to turn the music down and turn it back on. We've now got the sat-nav. Now, you can bring the sat-nav up in the whole of this display from memory, I think. But with these Volvos, I noticed that you've got to pull away for some of it to come on. And there's another menu down here, which you can go media, phone. I see it won't go across because, oh, have I gone down? Is that what I've done? Media, oh, I need to turn that down. Okay, let's stay out of there because we don't want that to come on. We can come down for the trip. Oh, there we go. And then in the trip computer, there are loads of options in here that you can play around with. Okay, now I will turn it back on. Very quiet, these engines. Surprisingly quiet. Now, for those of you that don't know this screen, this is the home button. There's also another little tab up there which you can press on to go into settings. For example, my car. You've got the displays, for example, display themes. We're on glass, minimalistic performance. So if I show you, let me just focus that. If I go to glass, oh, we're on glass, minimalistic performance, or chrome rings like so. And you can have it a bright screen over here or normal screen. We come back, driver display information, show map. Now these options here, sorry you can't see that, they are for the center screen when we've driven off and this symbol has come away from the screen. And then we've got the heads up display options as well. I'll just show you the heads up display if I can, what's showing on there at the moment. The speed, is it to do with the hertz why it's flickering on my screen? It might not flicker for the video though, but that's just the filming. Okay, so it's come out of there. So okay, now while we've got it here, let's turn the fan down, let's turn the fan off, and then you've got parking climate, so you can set pre-con cleaning, start cleaning. Oh, this is all for the climate control. Let me close that. Sorry, rear climate. So this is the rear. Oh, so the fan needs to be on for this one. So we need to put this on at least. What am I doing? There we go. And now the second row we can adjust the fan speed for the rear, so you can maintain that from here. We've got heated seats, got a 3-stage, the same with the steering. Oh sorry, it's out of focus. Apple, when are you going to sort this autofocus out? Great camera, but the autofocus is slow. There's the seat for the other side. Now we've also got on both sides, let's turn this off a second. You can hear the fan kick in now. This is for the chilled seats. You can actually have it on together. I suppose that would stop you from sweating. Now, if I press the button on the side of the seat that I mentioned, we can change, we can change whether we're going to go to lumbar, the bolsters, move the front out, and you use the button on the side of the seat. And then we've got massage. So we'll put the massage on. We can have swell, tread, advanced. We can change the intensity, the speed, and that's for both sides. That's the passenger side as well. I'm going to turn that off because I don't need a massage right now. I might fall asleep. So, but very nice for a long journey, especially if you're doing a few hours. Now, let me just show you this feature. Press and hold this button. Is it going to do it now? Okay. Now it did go into like a cleaning mode where it would freeze the screen so you could clean, but maybe they've changed it and it's different on the other ones. So go back up here, settings, you've got your navigation, you've got your sound, your equalizer, come out of there, back button, media, communication, climate, systems, driver profiles, etc. Oh, my car, if we go into the individual drive modes, now this is where we can turn this on and we can set a feature for individual. So we can choose whether we want the car to be in an eco, a comfort, or a dynamic mode, the driver displays up on the dash, the steering force, the weight of the steering, the powertrain, so the performance of the car, the brake characteristics, and suspension, Eco, Comfort or Dynamic. Dynamic, remember, lowers the vehicle. Eco, Climate and Start Stop. Now if we come down to the drive mode down here, let's come out of that screen. So if we press on that button, this is where we roll the wheel forwards. Eco, Comfort. In fact, if we, Eco and Comfort is the same ride height. Individual will then use the settings that we've just set up, or Dynamic will lower the vehicle, and then Off-Road will raise the vehicle. So it's not till you press it that it confirms which one you're going to do. Now there are so many things in here. Now I'm going to go back to the home page. If I swipe right, we then get this display. Now we've got the DAB channels. I'm going to go through this a bit quicker because I'm going to absolutely bore the pants off people. DAB channels, Bluetooth, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, which you need the lead plugged in, your sound experience. So you can select all your sound from there. How do we go back from there? We have to go back in from the top. I think we might do sound experience, navigation, map, guidance. The map, auto, let's have it on day for a second. Now if we go to the map, we can increase the size of the map as well. So really nice big screen. I've used this sat nav as well, really nice system. You can of course use the Apple Android, which brings it up in the screen about this side. It's in the pictures that we've taken, so you could do that. Navigation set, no, we did that. Settings, climate, I think that just takes us, oh, what's this? Okay, yes, so this is where you can set for the steering wheel heating to come on every time you get in the vehicle, and the seats. Now I'm going to turn these off actually. Auto rear defroster on automatically, because while it's in the showroom it's going to run the battery down by having these on, so we're going to turn those off for now. So each time you get in the car it's preset to come on basically. Voice control, yep, so there's quite a lot in there. Now we're going to pop it into reverse twice, Scott. So we're currently, the mirror's auto dipped. We're currently using the rear view camera, and we're going to go 360. Guidelines on. If I turn the steering wheel, you can see that moves. I'm going to get Dan to walk round the vehicle. Just so you can see, I was expecting the parking sensors to come on, but we're not in gear or anything, so I'm guessing that's why they didn't come on. And oh yeah, so they are on. And rear, I forgot what these initials stand for, but basically when you're reversing, I think it brings the brakes on automatically. It senses anything behind into the sides. We can go rear camera as we did earlier, side camera for the view of the curb, front camera as well. You can see the number plate on the front of the vehicle. Now we've got park in and park out, so not only will it get you into a parking space, but it will get you out as well. It's what you've always wanted. Temperature control, nice and easy. Do you know, I used to just do that, but that actually works better. Should do that in future. There you go. Close. Right, we come put the car back into park. Now on here, we swipe left. We have more features. Let's just get this in focus. Lane keeping aid, parking assist, cross traffic alert, distance alert, start stop, the cameras, parking in, park out, headrest fold for the rear, heads up display adjustment, so you can adjust where the heads up display is. More heads up display. Oh, that turns it on and off. Just check that. The blind spot monitors. In fact, there they go. Just turn that on and off again. See, it comes up in the wing mirror. Road sign information, connective safety, curve speed assist, speed sign assist, cruise control, adjust the passenger seat. That's the one for adjusting the passenger seat. Active bending of the lights, cornering lights. The list goes on. Collision avoidance. It'll actually steer round. Sorry, we're out of focus. I didn't see it. Let me just come in. I have taken pictures of this as well. And what I've just remembered something else. We've got adaptive cruise control, which we can also have pilot assist. So it will use the cameras, not the 360 ones, cameras up on the top, to look at basically the road lines, and it will steer the car for you. I think there are sensors up here or in the steering wheel, and you can basically just rest your hand on the steering wheel, and if you've got cruise control on at 50 and you're in a traffic jam, it will just do all the steering, and you can just sit there and it'll warn you if it's going to disengage. I think we've pretty much done everything. I'm just going to show you the roof. In fact, I'll show you the blind as well, so you know there's no damage. I'm aware that the video is getting very long, so just want to show you that blind. Look, I've got to show you everything, haven't I, to make sure you've seen everything. So there's the blind. We've got auto lights up here. They're all like LED lights as well, which is nice. That's quite nice. And we can also open the roof back. I think it's 2 stages that it stops at. Yeah, and no, that's it. Is that it? Oh no, it does go back a bit further. I didn't pull the button back far enough. I'll leave that open. Right, let's turn it off. Let's jump out. Okay. Let's just show you the panoramic roof on the outside. All nice and clean up there as well. So we've pretty much, I think I've covered everything. It took long enough, didn't it? So hopefully we've covered everything, and I think the vehicle was just about to go and have its MOT because it was coming up for March, so that's going to be done. And if you need any finance quotes, please get in touch. We've got our lender, Santander. We've got other lenders as well. We can give you more information on that. And we've also got some really, really good quality warranties that you can take out on the vehicle for up to 4 years. Now, some of the policies that we have, you can actually go back into the main dealer to have the work carried out, whereas a lot of policies you have to go to an independent because of the labour rates. So we've got some really good, as I say, warranty packages that you can take out. So please get in touch if you've got any questions. So thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I hope it was really informative, and hope to see you soon. Take care now. Bye.